There are women who follow trends, and there are women who create movements. Nataly Gabrieli was never just another face on a screen. She became a mirror for millions who had been waiting to see themselves represented, loved, and celebrated. Her story isn't about chasing fame. It's about finding freedom in authenticity. Born in Lisbon, Portugal in 1995, Nataly grew up in a home that blended cultures and cuisines. Her father was Brazilian, her mother Portuguese, and together they filled their small apartment with music, laughter, and the smell of feijoada simmering on weekends. Food, for Nataly, wasn't just nourishment, it was identity, heritage, memory. As a child, she loved storytelling. She kept journals of dreams, doodles of dresses, and poems about the world she wanted to live in, a world where every woman felt beautiful, regardless of size. At 13, she began to notice how the media celebrated one kind of body and ignored the rest. She stopped wearing bright colors, convinced she had to fade to fit in. But her mother, a seamstress with hands like poetry, reminded her, "Mija, the world only shines when you do." That phrase became her mantra. By her early 20s, Nataly studied communication and visual culture at the University of Lisbon. During her final year, she started sharing photos on Instagram, simple shots, a homemade pastel de nata on her windowsill, thrifted outfits paired with headscarves, her handwritten affirmations taped to her mirror. Her captions spoke softly but honestly about insecurities, body image, and self-worth. She didn't expect anyone to care, but one photo changed her life. A close-up of her laughing, curls bouncing, and sunlight painting her skin. She captioned it, "Joy looks good on every size." It exploded. Within days, her followers grew from a few hundred to thousands. Women from Brazil, Egypt, France, and South Africa filled her comments. "You look like me. Thank you for showing that curves can be confident." Nataly Gabrieli had found her purpose. Her page became a sanctuary of softness and power. Each post felt like a love letter, to food, to femininity, to faith. Her style was elegant yet comfortable. Linen sets, long skirts, gold jewelry, and silk scarves draped effortlessly. She called her aesthetic modest luxury, proving that coverage and confidence could coexist beautifully. As her platform grew, she stayed grounded in her message. "Fashion is how I worship creativity," she once said in an interview. "It's not about hiding, it's about honoring what I have." By 2019, brands began noticing her unique influence. Modest fashion lines, eco-conscious boutiques, and global beauty labels wanted to collaborate. But Nataly was selective. She refused to work with companies that excluded plus sizes or edited her photos. Her followers trusted her for that integrity. When she partnered with a sustainable brand from Morocco, the campaign went viral, not for the clothes, but for the message. The tagline, "Your worth isn't measured in inches." It trended for weeks. Beyond fashion, Nataly became known for her culinary storytelling. Her Soul Kitchen Sundays videos were pure comfort. Soft jazz in the background, pastel plates, steam rising from pots as she narrated recipes passed down from her grandmother. She made food cinematic, sensual, and spiritual. Her signature dish, lemon saffron couscous with roasted vegetables, became a fan favorite, inspiring thousands to recreate it. In one video, she said gently, "We spend so much time fighting our bodies when all they've ever done is carry us home." That line went viral across platforms, quoted on Pinterest boards and wellness pages. But what mattered most to Nataly was the DMs from followers. "You helped me stop apologizing for my appetite." Her fame expanded internationally. She moved to Paris for a year, collaborating with French and Middle Eastern designers who appreciated her vision of global modesty. She was featured in Vogue Arabia and Elle Portugal as one of the faces changing the fashion conversation. Still, she remained the same girl who prayed before shoots and called her mother every Sunday. Her influence rippled into real-world change. Fashion schools invited her to lecture on diversity and representation. Nonprofits sought her voice for campaigns about digital wellness and self-esteem. In 2023, she was named one of Forbes Portugal's top 30 under 30 in culture and media. She celebrated quietly, with a home-cooked dinner and her closest friends, laughing over tiramisu and herbal tea. She said that night, "Awards are lovely, but joy is the real prize." Her daily life remained rooted in ritual: morning meditations, journaling with gratitude, long walks by the Tagus River. She often said that peace was her best outfit. Fans loved her slow life vlogs, where she spoke softly about boundaries, burnout, and beauty beyond filters. By 2024, Nataly reached over 2 million followers, yet she kept her tone personal, always replying to comments like old friends. Her captions were poetry, her videos visual lullabies. She inspired a new generation of curvy, modest influencers across Latin America, Europe, and Asia. Her community coined a new phrase, the Gabrieli glow. It wasn't about makeup or fashion, it was the light of someone who liked herself. When asked in a podcast what success meant to her, she replied, "Success is when my younger self would be proud of me." That humility, that sincerity, those were her superpowers. Then came the Gabrieli retreats, weekend experiences in coastal Portugal where followers met her in person to cook, journal, and reconnect with their bodies. The retreat sold out in minutes. Videos showed women dancing barefoot on the sand, tears and laughter blending like the waves. One attendee said, "Nataly reminded me I'm not a before picture, I'm art already." Those retreats became annual pilgrimages for her fans, a celebration of body, culture, and connection. As of 2025, Nataly Gabrieli remains a global voice for inclusive beauty and mindful living. She continues to collaborate with ethical designers, speak at empowerment summits, and create cinematic YouTube content merging food, faith, and femininity. She's proof that softness can be strength, that curves can be couture, and that self-respect never goes out of style. In her final documentary voiceover, she says, "Every woman deserves to be the main character of her own story. I stopped asking for permission to shine, and that changed everything." Fade out, instrumental music swells, text on screen reads, "Nataly Gabrieli, the curvy queen who redefined beauty. Bioglam Curvy Models, real women, real stories, real power."